I have heard so many hypnotherapists and hypnotists say your client's unconscious mind has all the resources he or she needs to make the necessary changes to create the new learnings necessary for those changes to occur. How many of them have their own picture, their own model, their own perception of what that unconscious storehouse might be? You see, the unconscious mind can either be, depending on the client, a barn with both doors standing wide open, waiting for the therapist to lead the client inside and point out the nooks and crannies where the resources are hiding in order that the client might approach those nooks and crannies himself. Take that pitchfork over there, or that garden trowel, dependent on how impacted the resources are, and begin to dig. Or for another client, that same unconscious storehouse where the resources for new learnings lie can be just like Fort Knox, seemingly impregnable. And I once knew a couple of retired burglars. They'd retired because the long arm of the law had finally caught up with them, caught them by the collar, and shown them the error of their ways. Now these two former outcasts from society spend their time teaching the forensic departments their methods in order that the police can show other social misfits the error of their ways. Well, the safecracker said to me, there are elegant and inelegant ways to approach a vault or a safe, but eventually there is a way into any locked box or room. In the old days, and you could see his eye movements, and you knew he was accessing a memory in the distance of time. In the old days, we used to just take a bunch of sticks of dynamite and tape them to the door, light the fuse and run away fast, making sure, of course, that there was enough time to get far enough away so as to not get caught in the blast when the dynamite blew up. Then you just walked back into the room after the smoke cleared and took what loot the dynamite had left for you. Of course, there are two problems with this method. If what you're after is made out of paper and you use just a stick or two too much, you blow what you're after to bits. If you use too little, you may mangle the safe to the point where what you're after can't be got at all without a blowtorch. And when you're cracking safes, the last thing you're gonna bring is a blowtorch, especially if you're carrying dynamite. And the other problem is the noise. You must make sure that building is completely and utterly deserted, preferably in a deserted area as well, or someone will hear the noise when the dynamite goes off and call the coppers down on your head. Now, the elegant guys, they have really sensitive hands and really sharp hearing. And they can take a lock and listen to it. And very, very slowly and gently turn those tumblers back and forth with the dial until they feel out the combination, as they both feel and hear the tumblers click into the slots. And the last tumbler falling into the last slot has a special sound that lets them know the sequence is complete. And so then, they just turn the handle and open the safe, and everything's intact. And they can walk out with the loot, close the door, and if they've worn those rubber gloves so there are no prints, no one is the wiser. And their way is so silent that though it's preferable that the building be deserted, there's very little chance that someone will hear enough noise to call the coppers down on that cracker. And I thought about that. So for a stubborn unconscious set, would be better to have the sensitivity to listen, to feel, to observe. And just like that elegant safecracker, you can feel, you can hear, you can observe the tumblers of the locks in your client's unconscious clicking into place. And finally, when the last tumbler falls, your client will let you know as you can observe the accessing of resources, the entry into trance, the introspective gaze that tells you your client is where he needs to be, finding, accessing, and setting up resources to create the learnings that make the changes that he needs to resolve his issue. And I hope that by listening to me, you also have found within yourself some resources to assist your client in opening their own Fort Knox. And when you're ready, you can reorient to the room you're in and to your body, bringing back with you all of the knowledge that you found when that last tumbler clicked into place and you turned the handle on your own safe. I am Jocelyn L.H. Jensen, certified hypnotherapist. Enjoy the knowledge and have a wonderful day.